Amazon will reward you because you make more money for Amazon. Hey Misfits, so I was in the Facebook group and I saw a post by a gentleman named Alan Bowdy. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. And Alan said that he had hired an agency to rank 5 keywords onto page 1, and they actually did the task in about a month. But Alan goes on to say that he was not sure what they did. So in the group, he was asking everyone what they thought, what they thought this agency did. Did they follow legal steps? I guess he means according to Amazon's terms of service. Or he goes on to ask, is there some kind of black hat techniques? And when he says that, I believe that he's asking, because he had said he had seen in his own words, I saw a great improvement in sales. And because of that, he was worried about what they did. Anyway, so poor Alan got on his listing on page 1, and now he's freaking out to the point that he's on Facebook groups asking about what they could have done. And I thought this was interesting that he had concern over what most people would think of as winning, right? Getting on page 1. And then I thought about how Alan's concern is sort of common to marketing in general, but especially to marketing in e-commerce. Because traditional bricks and mortar marketing seems to be a little bit more straightforward. People show up to your store and then you sell them on the goods, right? But with e-commerce, there's strange activities like SEO or strange players like an algorithm and all that weird stuff that goes into ranking for search terms. And so this mystique, I believe, is what Alan was worried about. And I see this mystique is a lot more common in e-commerce marketing because fewer business owners understand what's going on when it comes to e-commerce. So it becomes really easy as a marketer to create what I call black box marketing. And black box marketing is alluding to the magician's black box, a box that's painted black to hide the mysterious, magical, and secretive stuff that's going on inside. And black box marketing is endemic to Amazon marketing or Shopify marketing, or basically any kind of e-commerce marketing. Becomes really easy to say, hey, we have some proprietary method that no one else has, or that the activities we do are so sophisticated that it would be very difficult to explain to the average person. Even be condescending to the point of saying, you couldn't understand what's really going on. And there's a quote that's often been attributed to Einstein that says, if you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, then you don't understand it yourself. Now listen, I don't want to bag on the agency that got Alan ranked on page 1. First off, because I really don't know who that agency is or what they did. Maybe they're doing awesome work. But I do know that when it comes to the marketing that I do and the marketing that we've done for years and had success with, that marketing I can explain. In fact, you've probably heard me explain it right here on YouTube or on my podcast. By the way, check out my podcast, links in the description. Anyway, when I hear those kinds of condescending statements or when I see black box marketing, I think either one of two things. One, they're trying to seem mysterious as a marketing position, or two, they're experimenting using clients' money because they don't even fully understand what they're doing themselves. Either way, I absolutely hate black box marketing. I despise the idea of it because ultimately I think that what it does is put the power falsely in the hands of marketers because it seems like we're doing something tremendously mysterious. And that's one of the reasons I go out of my way to educate. I really want to educate my audience and my clients so that they can understand what needs to be done to move their business forward. Even if they never want to work with me, they can't stand the sound of my voice or they don't like my crazy hair. That doesn't mean that they'll always be able to grasp what I'm doing. And that's fair to say. But I do want to go out of my way to reveal it because I really don't have any secrets. And listen, I'm simply not threatened by you knowing or understanding what I do. Why? Because I know that we can probably do it better than anyone out there because I have a lot of bruising and scars from doing this for years, and I know that I have the best team in the world working with me. Besides, I know that there's a ton of hard work that goes into doing what I do and what my team does, and honestly, most people aren't willing to do that work. So you may be thinking, why do I care about black box marketing? If it gets the job done, why do I care? And maybe you're thinking, Alan's just overreacting. And well, I think, why is he freaking out over this? He got to page 1. Let me tell you this. I think Alan should be worried, and here's why. Reason number one, accountability. Accountability is absolutely huge for me. And as a business owner myself, accountability is what I do with my own team. I want each of my team leads to be accountable for their actions, for the actions that their team is taking, because I know that I am ultimately accountable for the actions that I take and for the actions that my whole company takes. So I assume the same is true in your business, right? That you want accountability too, which is why we have bi-monthly strategy sessions with each of the business owners we're blessed to work with. We spend part of each strategy session helping business owners understanding the next steps we're taking, which causes a natural accountability. Now, I've often had clients say, I don't care, I trust you, just make it happen. But that's not for lack of effort on my part or our part to explain what we're doing. Okay, so the second reason is that this is so dangerous is reason number two, Amazon punishment. You know, a common theme around the Amazon ecosystem is this idea of hacking the A9 algorithm. This is a very combative view of the A9 algorithm, where the A9 is seen as kind of a fortress, and somehow you've got to hack your way through this fortress to get to the treasure. And listen, it can be done. The A9 can be hacked in a sense, right? But let me just say this. During my many years of involvement with Amazon and off Amazon marketing, I've seen the other side of this, where Amazon really goes out of their way to kill those hacks and then make them ineffective ever again. But then they go the extra mile by not only making those hacks ineffective and inefficient, but they also lay down a trail of destruction, like with the review gate back in 2017, where they made an all-out assault on fake reviews. Now, this was in response to news reports that Amazon could not be trusted as far as the reviews. And if you were on Amazon in 2017, you may have seen this go down. You may have had this happen to you. But during that time, I had many great sellers who were making 7 and 8 figures start reaching out to me and panicking, saying, Sean, 2/3 of my reviews are gone off of this one product. Half of them are gone off of this one, and so on. What Amazon was doing was searching out review mavens, these people who were willing to do a super positive review as long as they got compensated, right? Once Amazon discovered these reviewers, they started wiping out their reviews. And it didn't matter if you were selling in housewares and that reviewer had created a review in automotive category. If Amazon found out that your reviewer was creating fake reviews, they went through and wiped out any and all reviews created by that person. Now, this meant that your reviews could be gone, even if you only used that reviewer once, and even if they purchased the product at full price and gave an honest review. And Amazon pretty much generally responds in the same manner for other issues as well, whether it's hacking reviews or hacking the algorithm, trying to make it seem like your product is really popular for a particular phrase or anything like that. So you must understand that when Amazon finds out, and they always seem to find out, that there will be repercussions. So that's a pretty big reason. But there's one more big reason that I'm about to reveal. Before I do, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because this helps me to know that my sharing my experiences with you is valuable, and so that I keep on making videos. So hit those buttons now. Okay, reason number 3, yo-yo listings. Over the years, I've seen business owners reach out to me after blowing through tens of thousands of dollars on Amazon launch programs. These programs are considered white hat and possibly gray hat, depending on how aggressive they are, but pretty much all of them rely on boosting sales through Amazon giveaways. Now listen, Amazon loves sales of any kind because that's how Amazon gets paid. They get to charge you those pick and pack reviews, those FBA referral fees. That's how they make their money off of you, aside from maybe some storage fees that they get to charge you. So they will gladly rank your listing higher when you're selling more stuff, because they get to charge you those fees, right? But here's what happens with giveaways. Once you shut off that supply of cheap products to bargain hunters, the bargain hunters simply go away. And then the rank of your listing crashes just as spectacularly as it rose. So this is called yo-yo listings. It's where your listings go up with each launch giveaway and then crashes just as spectacular after you've turned the giveaways off. And this is because there's really no brand loyalty built from giveaways, right? Their bargain hunters are the only ones that are interested in your product because it was a bargain. They are bargain hunters after all. And I'm betting that if you're being honest about the kind of people that you want to buy your products, then you're really not interested in bargain hunters as your target market. Am I right? You're probably more interested in higher sales prices, or maybe even selling at a premium, or to upscale shoppers. Am I right? Moreover, if you compete solely on price, then you're going to experience that death spiral, that race to the bottom where you compete solely on price. Whereas with premium shoppers, you get to keep your margins thick so you can stay profitable. So now that we've covered the 3 pitfalls, essentially what not to do, I want to take you on to the next steps of what to do, specifically on how to rank on Amazon. I want to give you 3 steps that can work well into the future that are repeatable and scalable. All right, we'll start with ranking step number 1, great products. This is going to sound simple, but there's simply no better foundation for ranking on Amazon than to have great products. Now, I'm assuming that you've already got great products that are natural review magnets. In other words, that you've gone out of your way to make an awesome product that people love. Now, for the clients that I get to work with, this is our early part of our discussions where we focus on the product. We discuss the quality of the product. So whether you're just bringing products onto Amazon from bricks and mortar or from Shopify, or perhaps you're already selling in the UK or Australia and now you're launching into the US, or any combination of these, what I want to know if we would be working together is, first, what are we dealing with as far as products? Is it a great product that people actually love? Because I'm a really good marketer. I can get someone to buy something once, but being a return customer, that's actually on the product. So if the product is unsatisfying, or it hurts people, or people are offended by it, or anything like that, it absolutely will not rank on Amazon. So when it comes down to it, having a great product is absolutely key. That's step 1. Ranking step 2, your SEO path forward. The second part to ranking well on Amazon is doing tons of research. You really need to know what's going on for SEO. That is, what keywords can you use to help you rank quickly, and which ones will take more time and effort to rank for. Then use that info to create an SEO path forward, maybe starting with some long tail keywords and then progressing into more short tail, high value keywords. Let me break this down just a bit, because what most Amazon sellers don't realize is that each keyword actually has its own market value, meaning there's a certain amount of money that flows through each keyword every month. In other words, each keyword on Amazon has a certain financial value to you. So understanding that dollar figure or pound figure helps you to pick which keyword to target first. And then you add in which keywords you need to use to make your way through more increasingly valuable keywords. So that's step number 2. All right, ranking step number 3, sales triggers. The other thing that I'm worried about understanding is the sales triggers. In other words, what are the pain points that the shoppers are looking to get rid of in their life? What are your shoppers excited about? What are they desiring? And why am I asking all these questions? Because Amazon ranks your products based on how it sells, right? So knowing those psychological triggers gives you what you need to position that product and what you need to speak to actual human beings, because actual human beings are the only ones that carry credit cards. The A9 algorithm doesn't have a credit card. That's exactly why we need to be obsessive about actual human beings, because if the humans are happy with your product, then they'll tell their friends. And if they're happy with your product, then they'll give your products great reviews. And then more people will buy your product. And then that's exactly how Amazon knows it's a great product. And this is why it's critical to figure out the psychological triggers that turn shoppers into buyers. If we can do that, if we can turn listings into conversion machines, then conversions are how you'll rank. Amazon ranks based on sales, so sales conversions are critical to this. And now as a quick bonus to help you with conversions, the last step is testing. Test, 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 meaning don't think you know what works best. When we launch a product, we never assume that just because we've created an awesome main image, that main image is the one that's going to get the most clicks from anyone. We don't assume that the copy that we launch first is the best version of copy for conversions. We test. We test to know for sure. Because as I said, if you convert better, then Amazon will reward you because you make more money for Amazon. When you make more money for Amazon, when you sell more, you convert more, they get to charge you more of those fees that you absolutely hate, right? But they also reward you with better organic ranking and even better paid ads placement. So you want to always be testing to see what converts better. This will be how you can absolutely start to rank better on Amazon. And I actually have a free tool that will help you with this. It's called the Ultimate Amazon Sales Conversion Blueprint. You can get it by following the link in the description below, but it kind of goes through all these section by section, shows you what you need to do to create a listing that converts. Hopefully it'll be helpful for you. It takes some of the mystique out of what it takes to succeed and rank on Amazon. If so, then you'll be able to avoid the terror that Alan was facing when he was worried about black box marketing. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful. If so, make sure to like and subscribe, and to be sure to check out my podcast where I go a bit more behind the scenes into what we're currently doing at Ecom Optimization. Until next time, I hope your sales are booming and your business is blessed. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.